What's going on, guys? Been a while, but I just ordered a buttload of new parts and one of them's rocked up. I already opened one side so it was easier and scratched out all the details on it. Wrap it so tightly. Now before I pull it out the box, as you can see, back door handle doesn't work. To actually open that door, I've got to open this. Put it up, open this window from the inside, grab this cable, which is hooked to the back door handle, pull it, come around this end, and then open it. So, it's a bit harder said than done with one hand, but yeah, see now it's somewhat open. Shut that door again. Give me a sec, there we go. See, now it opens. But as you can probably already guess, I'm not going to need that because I just bought this, which is a new internal door handle. Mine's broken, a crack down there, and that's why when you pull it, it doesn't open. So I did try plastic welding it. It did work for like a day, and then it broke again. So that's the new door handle. I'll get the tools that I need and get onto it. To start off with, get this back plate off and go from there. So I'll get that off and get back to you. Just to give you guys some insight, on Gen 2 Pajeros, you got a screw there, screw there, screw there, and a screw there. And that's for all Gen 2 Pajeros. That's from, I think it's 1990, I'm pretty sure, up to 99, maybe early 2000s, I'm not 100% sure. But they're just star head screwdrivers, or Phillip heads, as some people like to call them. A bit hard to do with one-handed. And let's just pull the door all the way open and lock it into place. There we go. Now you just unscrew it. There we go. I'll get these other three screws out and get onto you. Get back to you. As you can see, other three are off. Just worked on this last one. It's going to be a slow process. I need to get myself some power tools. Alright, so there's the 4 screws. Don't lose them, put them somewhere that you're going to remember. I'll probably just chuck them in the back here. Chuck them there. Now, this, I think from memory, yeah. Okay, so now you got to pull this back garnish off because this actually has a plate, bolt, 8mm I think, bolt inside. From memory, you've got your 4 screws in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I don't know if you actually have to pull that off. So I'll get back to you on that. Got a screw here. 2 screws behind here. Take that off so you don't lose it, and go from there. I'll get them screws out and get back to you. Alright, now I've got you set up. As you see, alright, give me a sec, we'll get a flathead. There's a little tab just there. Flick that out and it's exposed as a screw. It's just a star head, flip head. There's a little screw right there. Now I think, yeah, okay. So you do actually take the 4 screws in here off, so I'll get onto that. Phillips head, but sometimes you can get away with using a flathead because I seem to have lost my large Phillips head. Seems to have gone walkabouts. So this here is just the factory toolbox that comes from Mitsubishi. As you can see, mine's empty. There's probably some tools or a kit or something I could get to refill it, but there's no point. All the repairs I do here at home, so for breaks in the tracks or on the beach, I'll just baby at home. I do eventually want to pull this out and put something in here, maybe a fold down table or something, but for now, this is good. Some of the screws might not come out when you unscrew it, that's fine, just grab them out afterwards. Make sure you don't lose them. And it's just got 4 of them screws. So that's all they've got. I like to put them inside the box so I don't lose them. Now for this, you want to be very delicate with this because it's plastic around, because it is plastic and it does get really brittle. It's a bit of a pain in the bum to get off from memory. There's the cap. It's a bit of a pain in the bum, this thing. There we go. And there you open that, slide it out. Just make sure you put your little screw with it so you don't lose your screw. Shut this window so we've got no background noise. Okay. Now this should just unclip like that. See? And it comes off. It's just got some of them clips there. Be careful. You might break them if you're not careful enough. Let me just pick you up. See, some of them get stuck in the body. Just run along with a set of pliers and maybe Phillips head, flathead, sorry. Pop them all back out. Now I've got this torn down already, it's already been in here. Sorry, before we go any further, be careful when you take this back panel off. It is very thin. So many times I've seen people break them. Mine's broken down there. It was broken when I got the car. If you do break it, just super glue it, but well, I'm not too fussed. I'm going to end up putting some checker plate or something on here. See, the previous owner, or I'd say the previous owner, has broken that off inside it, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But there's your screws for everything you need back in here. Now, from memory, the screw I need is right there. 8mm, and that holds that black panel on the back on. And you need to get that off, so give me a sec, I'll set you up and I'll get the tools and get back to you. Sorry guys, I lied, it's a 10mm you need. I thought it was 8, but apparently it's 10. It's not usually that tight, so you can just break the seal and or crack it, whatever you say in country. Get the bolt off. Pick you up, bring you around here. And then this should just pull up and down. There we go. Now I'll set this on the table here. Put the bolt, this one, back in here. On there, so then you don't lose your bolt. Next, I have to get this black panel off, because as you can see, there's the old door handle. Now to get this off, there's a bolt here, a bolt here, a bolt here, and a bolt here. These bolts here are for the handle. These bolts here and here are for the black plastic, and they're just 10mm. Again, most of it, every bolt under here is 10mm, and again it's not that tight. All you got to do is crack it, and you're good to go. So that one there's off. And that one there's off. That one's a bit tighter than the others. Just get that off with that. Oh, hang on. Good thing with my extension bar, it's got like a little rough bit on there, so you can use it for bolts like this. It's good to use. Now, as you can see, that's broken away. Bolts are off. Just there. Now, it can be a bit of a... Oh, that was easy. And it should just hang there from the lights. Probably not a good idea to do it like that, but it's on its way out, so it has to be fixed anyway. Yeah, as you can see, that's the brake. I did try and plastic weld it with some zip tie plastic, but as you can see, it moves pretty badly, so it's pretty much screwed. So let's get that one out. Yeah, I thought I'd do a lot less cutting with this video. Tell me what you guys think. Just gives a bit of a better insight to how to do things and stuff like that, where to find the bolts. Plus I really can't be stuffed editing this one up, it wouldn't be long enough anyway, so. If you do want to take that wire out and not let that hang like I do, the clip's just there, unclip that and it'll go through that hole there and come out. I'm not too fast, I need a new one anyway, so. There you go, there's the two bolts for the door handle off. I'll set them up here because they need to go on. This doesn't actually come with spare bolts, so I'm going to have to use the OEM bolts for it. But that's fine, I don't mind. This should just pull out, I think. Let's get you up there to have a look. Yeah, that should just pull out with a decent yank. Let's pull it out this way and have a look on this side of the door. Yep, see, it's just one of those little circlip things, so that should just pull off, hopefully, without me breaking it too badly. There we go. That's that off. Now this one actually has a new one, so I can take this clip off of here somehow. I don't know how to do that, but I see you just... Oh, yeah, alright. See if I can do this on camera, because it looks like a bit of a pain in the bum, and if someone wasn't knowing what they're looking at, they wouldn't see it. This clip here is like a little clip-on clip, so you should, in theory, be able to just get your flathead in there and pry it open. That's what I'm going to try and do, because it doesn't matter if I break this one or not, I'll do another one. There we go. Boom, that slides around, and that just slides off. There we go. Alrighty. Time for the new door handle. Now, goes on like that. See, brand new door handle. Let's get the bolts that I put up here, put them back on. Let me pause and get these bolts on a couple of threads. Oh, I don't actually have to pause you, I suppose. I can set you up over here. Alright. That's that all together. Just grab the little one here, go in there. I'll grab the extension cord bar off this time, just because it's tightening them. Get them finger tied or hand tied or whatever. Okay, tight-ish. Put them on the ratchet. Not too tight, it is plastic, just nip them. Put that to the side. Now, this could get interesting. Actually, not that bad at all. Done. That's the new door handle installed. Let's just test it out quickly. Move your bar. Now this might go for Prados too. I'm not 100% sure what their deal is, but... Alright, apparently it's locked. I think. Sorry, I don't have an alarm system on it. Let's try that. Alright, hang on. I'll get back with you in a sec. Alright guys, I think I know the problem. Up here, see I've got it going around that thing, around this bar. I think it actually has to come in front of the bar and then clip up and in. I think that's what my problem was. Like I said, I've never done this door before, so I could be completely wrong, but yeah, being a bit of a pain. There we go. That hurt. Watch for them edges. All right. Unlocked. As you can hear, close the door, open the door, close the door, open the door. That's what the problem was. So don't be like me. Look at the way everything goes. This bar here that goes to the door handle itself actually has to go behind this bar here, not in front of it. It has to go behind it. I forgot that I dropped it down and bring it back up. But that's the door. I won't put that back up yet. That's the door handle. So let's get everything back together and go from there. I'll get all my stuff together that I've pulled off and get back to you. Alright guys, just getting these little pins out. I got two out already. When you do it, probably best off getting the actual interior pry bars. They're plastic. You can get them on eBay. They're about 15-20 bucks. I just haven't gotten around to getting any yet. When you do it, if you have to use a screwdriver, be careful with your paint. The one I just did down here, I scratched the paint a little bit. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's in the back of the door, but if you're cautious of your paint, just be careful. And watch, when you do it, see how I'm twisting like that? Do it on either side, and that should get it out enough for you to get it out with your fingers. Just be careful with these, sometimes they can be really brittle. Luckily, I think I pretty much scored even with these, as they're pretty soft still. So, excuse that. I'll just put them back into the back of this plastic. You'll see the ones that are missing because they'll be like that. Instead of them looking like that, they'll look like that. Just slide them into that little first slot right there. Slide that into there like that. Give it a quick push. It can be stiff sometimes. It's fine. Let's just keep them in. Another one here. Give it a quick push. Bit of a pain in the bum doing it one hand. I'll get it. And that one there. You can also just line them up with the holes on the doors. Sometimes that works. There we go. Now, before we actually put that back on, we've got to put this back on. Right here. So that just slides back into there. There is a grommet that sits in there like that. Okay. There's that. Now just screw them on. Obviously do it two-handed, otherwise that will happen. But I suppose that's what you have to do when you're recording a video. Just be super careful screwing them on. You don't want to cross thread them or anything. Make sure they go back onto the right one. See that one? So that one for mine. Let me just hold you like this for a sec. Okay, there's one on. There's the second one on. Just grab your extension bar or whatever it is you're using. Just give it a quick nip by hand. Not too tight. Obviously, again, it's plastic. It doesn't need to be, you know, you don't need a rattle gun or a torque or wrench or anything to get down on these. Doesn't like it needs 70,000 pounds of torque. Just a quick nip as the thread is on plastic. Again, get your ratchet, just give it a quick nip. Just get it nice and snug. There's that done. So that's back on. Feels good. Now this, remember that you put your bolt on here. You don't want to go ahead and force it on with the bolt on there. Take your bolt back off. Never before, I got fooled too. You don't have to take your number plate off. The first couple of times I actually took this apart, I'd actually put my number plate, taken my number plate off and everything. You don't need to do that. Up the top, it slots in to little slots. Just make sure it's all on there properly. Yep. Might want to hold the other side. I'm doing it with my leg, luckily I'm tall. Just get your little bolt onto the back here. Again, nip it up by hand first. Drill it hand tight. And I can't say this enough, nip it, don't swing off it, as the threads are connected to plastic. And if you swing off it, you will break it. So now the plastic sheeting can go back over it. This might not actually stick just because it's been off for a while. And it is pretty old, but that's roughly what it looks like back on. Next is your 4 screws that you took out of the black plastic. Because that's a far way down. So you got your holes there, 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 and there. So scoot it around until the holes line up like that. Put a screw in. I like to put them in a couple threads first. Just saves me a little bit of time. And run around with the screwdriver afterwards. And tighten it up then. Just this also situates all the holes. Make sure that you put 2 screws in, tighten them all the way up. Then you got to undo them to realign the other 2. So this is a good way of doing it. Then just grab your screwdriver or whatever. Don't swing off it as it's plastic. It screws into plastic. You don't need to be screwing off. I know I've said it a lot in this video, but too many times have I seen people swing off it and break their plastic screws and their plastic threads that the metal screws go into. It just needs to be nipped. It doesn't need to be tight. Boom, tight. There we go. Just tighten that up. I've got buggered lights under there, as you can see, so they're the next thing to be bought, but for now that'll do. I'll get back to you. I'll tighten this up and get the back ready to go on, as this video is getting pretty long, so I'll get back to you in a sec. Alright, next thing is your plastic cover. Make sure all your holes for your little plastic clips are lined up. Go along, line them up. Because if you smack them when they're not lined up, as I have done before, you'll break them. And you don't want that, trust me. Right, this is going to be a bit of a pain. I'll set you up over here and get done there. It does slide up into the top of this black bottom of this one here. It slides up into it. You're probably best off taking it off, maybe, as it's probably going to cost me more time now. Probably, but so you can get a shortcut with you. do it, you should and give it a whack. You want them to clip in properly. But like I said, I'm going to take this top bit here off, or at least unclip it. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. I'll just keep the screwdriver. These little caps to peel off. A screw here and a screw here. Undo that, pull it off, unclip it, put it back up. I'll get that done off camera because it's, like I said, the video's getting on. As I said, guys, don't be, shy and giving it away. As you do need to clip it all back in. You want the clip to seat properly. You don't want to not seat properly. Okay, so that's all clipped back in. Except for this piece, for some reason it doesn't want to go in. There we go, I think I got it now. Like I said, it's going to be a bit of a pain to get it back on, but once you do actually get it on, like that, it seats properly. So it's good. Get the back door handle back on. Like I said, just 2 screws. Again, don't swing off them. You don't want breaking or stripping out. Just got to nip them. Toolbox, or OEM toolbox. Remember, you've got 4 screws. This can be a bit of a pain to get back together, but once you get it back on, it's usually fine. Might be a bit harder this time because I've actually put the plastic back on this time. So I've pulled this door apart. So if we get all this done, and then we can end the video. Alright, as you can see, that's back on. All 4 screws are back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just screw that back in, get that tight again. And next, just chuck that back on. Clips in. I think it just sits like, no it does, it sits like that. You got a little thing there that goes in. That's that. This sort of, you have to open this, slide it in like that, and then it'll clip in. And like I said earlier, you just got that screw there. That's not from that project, that's from a different one. There's the screw. Now give me a sec, so I can do it with one hand, like that. Put it up into there. Screw it in. Make sure you don't cross thread it. Doesn't need to be tight. Don't swing off it. You can if you want, it is metal, but you probably will strip it. That's good enough. Like that. Done. Job done. And these are all the tools besides a lighter. You need a star head, a Phillips head, a flat head for clips, half draft ratchet, I think that is, extension bar, and a 10mm socket. They're literally the tools you'll need, no more. So, that's it, let me put that away. That's the job done. Thanks for watching. Show you on camera, show you back together, opens up no problem. It actually hasn't been like that for a couple of months, about a month now, so it's good. Next thing I'll be doing is this door handle the other side. Shut that. As you can see, it's 9 trait for a Pajero. I've ordered one, it's on its way. That'll be the next thing, the video that gets done. And I've ordered a stereo too. This door handle itself, it seems okay, but I got it off eBay. I'm sure a lot of you know, just be careful with who you buy. I ordered it, and then after I paid for it, they asked for more money for shipping. So just be careful of who you buy off. It did say free postage, so I bought it. Then a day later I got a message saying you need to pay more for postage. So yeah, just be careful on who you buy off, guys. This is like a 25-minute video now, so I'll wrap it up there. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe. Tell me what you think about the uncut version. Let me know if you want it a bit shorter, and I'll do my best. But that's it for today. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Bye.